Hello, beautiful. Jeez, I'm so far from the mic. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Sagittarii, big Sag energy. Sagittarius, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Sagittarius as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. Yeah, quick shout out to my shirt. This is on my Etsy shop currently, Big Sag Energy. It comes in different colors. Check out the Etsy shop for all zodiac sign merch, all human design merch. I have all signs on there, all human design types. So yeah. And also quick shout out to my Patreon. I am doing a big consolidation of my readings and my schedule because I am just burnt out, mentally, physically drained. My health hasn't been good. I'm like, I got to do something. So I am going to consolidate my readings. And what I'm going to do by that, I'm going to be working smarter, not harder. I'm going to be doing more readings on one day versus like spreading them out across the month. So it's going to be like doing multiple readings or just doing one set day for readings and then running them on Patreon first, early access before I release them on YouTube so I can have my content pre-recorded and then I can rest more. Okay. So if you're seeing this on Patreon, it was released early access and I am going to be probably running every reading through Patreon first, early access, and then releasing it to the public. So, if you're on Patreon, all exclusive tier, you will be seeing these readings, whether it be 1 hour early access, 1 day early, 1 week early. It will be early access on Patreon every time. Okay. Till I get used to this new schedule. And then we'll see how it goes, but I think that's what I want to do. So thank you, Sagittarius, for listening to me ramble a little bit. We're going to get into your blunt truth, what you need to hear for the month of June. We're doing the mutable energy first because we're in Gemini season. That's your opposite sign. Okay, new love on the horizon and self-love is top tier. Okay, a lot of love. Now, you guys have had this new love on the horizon for some months now, have you? Almost every reading I've talked to you about has been about love. Like, whether it be like you're finally getting that friend love, you're looking for platonic love or romantic love or familial love, like 2 cards about love. Wow. What else do we have for Sagittarius? This is a new love. I feel like this is a new love for yourself also. Like a lot of you, maybe you're in this energy where you didn't fully know what it meant to love yourself. And so there's new love on the horizon. If you're already in a relationship, this can be a renewed love for yourself. Or it can be like deeper love for your partner. But I do feel like a lot of you are experiencing a new type of love in your life. And a lot of it is stemming from the inside. Or like you loving yourself is about to be reflected on the outside in a form of another person. So congratulations. All right. So what is the shadow work? What is being hidden for Sagittarius? 3 of Cups came up. The shadow work for Sagittarius. Let's see what it says in my booklet. 3 of Cups for Sag. All right. Let's see. Where's the Cups page? Can never find it. They're so small. All right. Here it is. Gather your closest friends and celebrate. Celebration, collaboration, and sharing is in your shadow card. So for some reason, there's been, you've been having a hard time fully finding like joy or making time for fun or doing things that are inspiring and motivating, uplifting, celebrating. All right. And this is saying that it is time to focus more on the brighter side of life. Sagittarius is known for being a sign of optimism, ruled by Jupiter, positivity. But maybe a lot of you have just been in this darker place for a while, this more serious place for a while. And you got to get back to that lighthearted Sagittarius energy that makes you who you are. All right. So that's where we're at with this. Now, let's continue on. For Sagittarius, new love on the horizon. What can you tell me for Sagittarius? With the new love that they're experiencing. What is this a new love for Sagittarius? Forgiveness. What is this a new love for Sagittarius? What kind of new love is Sagittarius about to be indulging in and experiencing? Proposal. What type of new love? New job. Some of you are finding your passion. Writing. A love for writing. What else for Sagittarius? self-sabotage, entrepreneurship, single, pregnancy. What is this new love in the form of for Sagittarius? All right, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so we'll stop right there. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got forgiveness. So many of you are experiencing and letting that love in because you are forgiving yourself or you're forgiving another person and you are letting an experience go. Something that, you're just finding that love in your heart and you're like, I need to let this go. I need to forgive myself. I need to forgive the situation so that I can fully experience and embrace what all life has to offer. Proposal. Some of you are going to get some type of offer, some type of invitation, projectors, something new and exciting for generators, something surprising for reflectors, something that brings you peace for manifestors. Okay, an offer is given to you. All right. Could be in the form of a new job or increase. So you find a new love for a hobby, you find a new love for a job. You figure out finally like what it is you really want to do with your life for some of you, or something that just comes to your surprise. You're like, I never knew I was good at this. I never knew I liked doing this so much. And now it pops up in your life. Letters in name B, T, M, or G could be of significance. This can be letters of somebody around you coming in or somebody in your life right now. Some of you experiencing a new love for writing, or you become a writer, or maybe you're like get inspired to write again or write, period. Entrepreneurship. Some of you have a new love for a business idea, or you're going to take a business idea to the next level. All right. For others of you, this new love is in the form of a pregnancy. This can be, if you're pregnant, you get pregnant. That is, something, a new love you're able to experience through another human. Single. Some of you guys, you're getting away from somebody that was not good for you. Single, liar, or somebody that you had some type of addiction or codependency towards, or something. Addiction can be someone or something. So it could be drugs, alcohol, shopping, anything that was toxic or unhealthy, but you're really getting into your self-love now. And so like all of these things that you were dependent on are kind of like not having an influence over you anymore. And so you are discovering who or what was your hidden enemy. It could have been yourself. That was your own hidden enemy. All right. So what else for Sagittarius with this advice to help them experience more of this love? Unrequited or unbalanced. What else for Sagittarius to help them discover this love for themselves? This is the one. Water sign. So you have move on at the bottom. But for some of you, you're going to meet a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio that's going to really amplify the love that you have, or be a really strong, reflective person to show you and mirror you to you what love really looks like. Okay. So be on the lookout for a healthy water sign, an evolved water sign. You have healing. A lot of you are healing and you really feel like you're healing finally. So it's one of those things where, of course, you can like, there's a part that comes in your healing process where it starts to actually feel good, and that's where you guys are getting to. Like at first, when you first start healing, you first start doing shadow work, you first start unpacking wounds. It's kind of like, oh, this is just terrible. This is so difficult. And for those of you who are in the shadow workshop on Patreon, if you have Scorpio placements, we started with the shadow work, but now we're moving on to light work. So that's where it starts to feel a lot better. But a lot of you have gotten through the grueling part, or you will get through the grueling part if you're just starting. But you're finally reaching the point of your healing where it actually feels more pleasant and it actually feels more grounding. Or you're actually able to enjoy the process of being single, or you're actually able to enjoy the process of change and transition. And it helps you now feel more stable, feel more creative. You're able to actually identify what has not been in balance in your life, or what you need to bring more balance. In regards to some of you, you're seeing you need a lot more balance with playtime, with fun things. For Sagittarius, you have to implement that. You have to in your life, because it is the sign of optimism and joyfulness. And so if you're not having enough fun, you're not doing enough like traveling, you're not like living life, experiencing life, you are going to fall into depression for some of you, or it may make you feel very miserable or just very unhappy. So now you're seeing like, okay, I need to get back to me and I can actually enjoy my healing process now. So that is awesome. Good, really good energy for Sag. Really, really good energy. Great energy for Sagittarius. All right. So let's see what else is going to help Sag surrender to happiness and feel more self-love in their lives. What else is going to help Sagittarius really embrace this happiness? Surrender your fear of change. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Being afraid to let go of one thing in hopes or in fear that you're not going to find anything else or anything better. So, there's a whole life that we are meant to live. There's limitless amounts of people, experiences, money, abundance. And so don't limit yourself to just one experience, one truth. Okay. Sagittarius energy is about truth and, more importantly, your truth. And so it may be scary for some of you to have a new truth. Some of you are in this place where you feel your beliefs changing, and that can be very scary if you've had one certain type of belief or one type of certain scarcity mindset for a long time, because Sagittarius does get very opinionated and attached to their beliefs, whatever that may be. And so now that is changing, or you realize that you adopted a belief that other people have given to you or projected onto you. So you're like, I'm afraid to believe in something different. But the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you are afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith, all is well. And you have a certain belief in scarcity here. And the universe asking you to be open to the infinite nature of abundance, as well as surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. You are a magical being with a worth and uniqueness that comes from just being you. Okay. So things are looking up. Things are going to get better. Things are going to improve. But you have to allow yourself to go with like the new beliefs you're having. And it can be scary, even if they're good beliefs. You're like, why do I feel so sure about myself? Why do I feel so positive that things are going to work out for me? And that can be something that is scary too, because you're like, whoa, am I supposed to feel like that? Yeah, whatever makes you feel good, you should feel like that. So anything else Sagittarius needs to be aware of for their happiness? What else does Sagittarius need to be aware of for their happiness? I do see a lot of you transitioning. You could be moving similar to Aries. Aries energy is influential in your life or in your chart. I see you moving to happiness though. Nothing but happiness. Sun card. Manifestation. I see a lot of you have done a lot of inner work, but you're actually starting to feel love, right? You're actually starting to feel that love. Like, it's one thing to practice self-love. It's another thing to feel self-love. A lot of you are just trying to learn how to love yourselves first, but now you're actually able to do it. And that is a huge step in the right direction. And therefore, I see you transitioning. You're not going to go backwards to, hating yourself or doing self-deprecating things or doing things for other people. I see you like taking charge of your life. Emperor, you're able to manifest better. And you believe in yourself. Your standards are set in place. You have a plan, a lot of you, or you're planning your next move, your next job, your next step. And it's getting better and better and better. That's amazing. All right, so what's the closing message for Sagittarius with their self-love? And what is the closing message for Sagittarius? The Devil card. Devil card is at the bottom of the other deck too. Why is the Devil card here for Sagittarius? Why is the Devil card here? I kind of feel like that's a reminder for you, like that it's okay for you to like slip backwards sometimes, okay? Because I forgot who said this or where I was listening to this. I think it was on TikTok. I think it was like a TikTok video where the girl was like, just because you get triggered or you kind of slip backwards doesn't mean that you're not making forward progress, because awareness of that slippage is the biggest step ever. That's the biggest key that you are healing. If you're even aware that you have certain codependencies, certain addictions that you move backwards, and you're actually, upset about it or guilty about it, that means you're healing because you're getting more aware of what is healthy for you and what is not. So I think it's like good for you to identify your triggers, identify your weaknesses as your advice, and do your best to unplug. Virgo energy, Hermit card. Unplug from the rest of the world if you need to sometimes. Stay away from your triggers. A lot of mutable energy here. You got Hangman. You could have Pisces placements too. And look at where your manifestations were blocked because of these addictions. Devil card, and replace them with healthier alternatives. The Empress. Empress is all about love, nurturing energy, divine feminine energy. The more you love yourself, the more you take care of yourself, your health, your mind, your body, your spirit, all these different things, you really develop a better faith in something, believe in something. Sagittarius is connected to spirituality and faith. If you believe in nothing, believe in yourself and like have faith in yourself, pour into yourself, because that's going to reflect in all of your relationships. It's going to reflect in your business. It's going to reflect in your job. Where you've taken on too much, there's a few things you need to like sacrifice and surrender, letting go of certain people, certain addictions, maybe cutting back on some hours, maybe like cutting back on doing extra things so you can get more sleep or you can have more fun, whatever it is. I see you prioritizing that self-love. I see you actually being able to feel the self-love. I see you actually enjoying the self-love. I see you actually enjoying your healing process now, where before it maybe felt more grueling and uncomfortable and weird and just not natural, but it's starting to feel natural now. If it doesn't yet, it will start to feel natural sooner than later because you've been doing that work, okay? And you actually are understanding the benefits of loving yourself. It's not just being by yourself. That is not self-love. It is every single act that you do that supports your emotional health, your physical health, your mental health. It's boundaries. It's eating the right foods. It's exercise. It's meditation. It is comfort. It is joy. There's so many different forms of self-love. So take some time to learn about them and make it a priority. Like how you make working a priority, how you make, just doing things for other people a priority. Where's your self-care at? Okay. So that's what you got for you, Sag. Pretty good reading. Really good reading, actually. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated for you, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.